Hello and welcome to today's tarot reading. I am going to be doing a collective message for whoever this may resonate. I'm going to put in a little caption on the YouTube reading title, and if that's drawn you in, then this may be for you. If you just feel like it may be for you, then it also may just be for you. So whatever feels right, follow it and allow it to be what it needs to be. I'm going to have a sip of my love cacao before I get into my message. And there's a rude aeroplane disturbing my video right now, but it's fine. Okay, let's get into this message, shall we? And see what it is that this collective may need to receive through my channel and vessel today. As I am simply here to simply be a messenger and deliver those messages that may need to be received by those who I can reach. Amazing. Oh, wow, okay. Got our first card flying out there. Quite ironic that it's a fast-paced type energy too with that, so it goes hand in hand. I tell you, no coincidences. I just can't believe in them anymore. It just always is how it needs to be with the universe sending its messages and synchronicity, you know? Oh, we got a massive pile of cards, but I'm going to take the only one I saw because that feels right. We go with what feels right. Yes, intuition is always the way to go. Let's see, I'm going to get one more card and then I'm going to give like a pretty good theme or just intro to what this energy is coming up as. Well, I got two more cards. I guess that's how it is meant to be. Let's just go with it, shall we? So we started with the Knight of Swords. Okay. The Knight of Swords, this energy, this feels like you're currently in a position where you're wanting to move towards something, but it's with this sense of needing, you kind of need more clarity before you start moving towards it, right? Like this dude's like running towards it, but there's this sense of kind of this, what do we call it when it's you just need to have this awareness and understanding that before you go rushing into things, you do have to get clear on what it is that you really think about certain things that you're moving towards, because this could be opposing the way you actually feel about it, right? And this is where it's kind of saying maybe take a pause, take a step back, and really evaluate this from a perspective of acknowledging your emotions and your mind, not just your emotions, because this is where if you just rush into things because your mind's like go 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 go, you want to really harmonize what it is that your heart and your mind tells you about this from the logical and emotional perspectives, right? And this is about trusting yourself and knowing that you can actually learn more about yourself if you just ask yourself these questions or really tune into what these things are trying to show you, like how you feel, how you think. It is all just trying to show you more about yourself so you can understand better and clearer, the things you feel about, the way you feel about certain things in your life. And it's interesting because it's before the Seven of Cups, right? And I feel like with this energy, with the Seven of Cups kind of coming in here, you're definitely in a place where you're trying to choose between multiple things, right? Like it's this sense of you're rushing into things, but this is what I mean. It's like there's so many options. It's really putting you in a place of feeling like you have to, like that. It feels like I'm tuning into this collective energy. It feels like you're genuinely, you want to feel like you've made the right choice, but something in you is still doubting. And something about this doubt is really saying you need to get clear about this before you start making the decision to actually go towards it. And I don't know if it's because you shouldn't or you should. That honestly, I believe is up to you and your own individual circumstances, however that may be. But this is a sense about really thinking before acting, right? And also knowing that the choices you make are going to set the tone for the path that you take, right? Because the choices and decisions you make up the experiences you have, and the way that you see them also do that too. So this is where it's saying, if you can start to see your path in a way that you're not just picking things because you think it's the best thing, you're feeling into it more so as well, right? And this is where it's cups energy, right? It's emotional. It's wanting you to get real about it in the way that you really feel, okay? And letting go of any illusions that you may have placed on yourself or that you may have been caught up in that have stopped you picking the thing you actually feel most drawn towards, right? Because when you do get clear on it and when you do know what it is that you actually want and you want to go towards it, that's when the Knight of Swords is like, go ahead, do it, take the action. You've gotten clear about it, but there is a sense of being clear about it first, right? And really being aware of how that is. Now, the two cards that jumped out after was the Two of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, which, oh my gosh, I just realized are the same suit. That is interesting because this is earth energy, right? So this has been about, okay, so this has to be about something that's happening in your current experience. And what I mean by that is like finances or just something that you're creating in your life that is like in the physical, right? It's materialistic. It's something you can see growing in real life in your current experience. Now, I feel like with Two of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles, it's a sense of, like I said, that balance of your mind and heart so that you can actually feel grounded in the way that you're moving towards what it is that you're moving towards, right? When you make that choice, emotionally and logically, both aspects, so that it's, in harmony. Because when you start to bring balance to what it is that you actually are drawn towards and what you want to move towards and how you feel in the way that you're so stable in it, and you're not going to be tossing around things, right? You're going to be very aware of how you need to progress. And that's going to come with you actually realizing that there are those around you and the things that will be given to you just kind of naturally because you're in alignment with what it is that you actually feel and think in both ways, right? Instead of just doing, oh, I think this is right and I should go with it. Or I'm just emotionally, decisive and just feel like whatever is going to happen is going to happen and take the wind, go with the wind of it. But it's like this sense of finding this balance between the way you think about something and feel about something to really come to a centered, aligned knowing and trust of the steps you should take next. Because the more that you do stay on that path, the easier it will be for the things that will help you actually continue to grow this. Now, this can be people. This usually does signify people and connections that will be positive collaborations, but it can also just be in a general, like things and tools and knowledge, whatever it is that may assist you in building what it is that you want to create for yourself. Maybe this is about you building yourself up, building up who you are, and finding people who actually remind you who you are and really build you up as a person too, so that you can actually feel more, I guess, love from people, but also this sense of like stability around those people who support you in that way, if that makes sense. It's tuning into what it is that actually will help you grow into a more, I don't want to say, okay, the word I'm looking for is really finding the foundation of who you're choosing to be now. And that's probably this choice that's going on here, right? Seven of Cups. That's the choice you're going through right now. Is who you want to be and who you want to kind of grow into and who you're wanting to adapt into. Balancing that out will help you simply attract the right connections, the right things that will help you feel grounded in taking the steps you need to take so that you can ultimately make the best decisions for yourself that will continue to grow the things you need to grow in the right direction, right? And so, this is a really beautiful message I kind of want to round it up for this particular short message I have. You're really in this space of it's time for movement, but with this movement, it's not just about mindless action. Yes, it's about really getting in control of how you feel, how you think, and how you choose to show up with things, right? It's all this sense of letting go of false illusions, false stories, because it's time to balance who you really are and then balance the way that you, I guess, navigate things so that you can make choices that will actually be more in alignment for yourself. And that's all because the more in alignment you are with yourself in your reality and the way you kind of, navigate your life, the things you create, the things that you do, the passions you have, it will then ultimately support you in the way that that's going to be built, right? And this is like three people working together to build this light, these traffic light. It's a sense of knowing that you'll have the support you need to always feel this this awareness of when you should do something and when you shouldn't, or when it's like okay, we should sit on it. You're going to always have those people around you who are also going to be like soundboards for you, where you can feel that support and safety from them. So trust the more that you feel more balanced within yourself, those balanced people that are for you will simply just kind of naturally be drawn to you as you continue building and creating what you are wanting to build and create. Yes, amazing. Well, this has been a beautiful reading. I have truly, truly enjoyed this reading. This is one of my shorter readings. I'm kind of getting into the mode of creating these types of chill readings. Haven't really been doing them much, and I really do want to get used to doing them again as genuinely in flow as possible. So yes, if this message resonated, I am so, so grateful. And obviously, if you feel drawn to, you can give it a like, a share, whichever feels right for you. I appreciate any energy that you give to me through anything like that. But I'm always, always grateful that I can show up for those who may resonate with my messages and can receive. So if that is you, so much love, and I will catch you in the next one.